Gary Vaynerchuk believes that real entrepreneurs love being entrepreneurs so much that they're incapable of doing anything else. That if you're only chasing money, you will always lose. That the moment you decide to go all in on your passion, your life will start to get better. So in this video, I'm going to give you my take on Gary's best advice for chasing happiness instead of money. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Love what you do.
I mean, that's a real entrepreneur. She or he loves it so much, they couldn't be, I mean, my actions have spoken long before entrepreneurship was cool. I was not capable of being a student because of my deep passion for entrepreneurship. It was baseball cards. It was baseball cards that didn't allow me to be a good student. I was incapable of sitting in class and not dreaming about selling Bo Jackson cards. It took me over. But for some reason, when you're an athlete and you're missing a bunch of school because you're a great athlete, or when you're Beyonce being homeschooled, right? That makes sense, but not for entrepreneurs, right? Doesn't seem like you're allowed to miss a ton of school. If you're an unbelievable actor, actress, singer, athlete, missing normal school is something that all of us in this room and listening right now understand. You're like, oh yeah, that's what happens. Like, you're the best quarterback in the world. Yeah, you gotta throw with the quarterback. You miss first class, but not for entrepreneurs.
Rule number 2, find your thing.
My friends, please don't misunderstand me. I don't stand up here and say, I'm an entrepreneur, you're not. I say that what this phenomenon has taught me, where I can go to the most amazing places on earth and many people know who I am, is that my timing for what I loved worked out. I take no pride in that. I understand that it's circumstantial. But I also know that this is why I'm so desperate for you to stick to your guns around your passion. Maybe you actually love playing video games more than starting an app company. When I was growing up, playing video games was a waste of time. Today, I think we can all agree, a professional esports superstar for the next 50 years, probably behind proper football and basketball, is going to be the biggest athlete in our world. This is nothing you could see 7 or 10 years ago. You owe it to yourself to make sure that you're building a company around what you love, not because cryptocurrency is the current fad. When you chase money, you lose, always and forever, even when you achieve the money. This is how humans are wired.
Also, if you want to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. It's free. The link to join is in the description below.
I really think mindset is everything, and so you've got to really decide, are you going to be positive about things or negative about things? We are strong as shit. We're really strong. We're just being sold that we're not, because there's a lot of money. The reason people aren't patient is they value other people's opinions too much.
Rule number 3, chase happiness.
Let me tell you one thing about teaching or anything else that doesn't make you $1 million a year. The most upset, not happy people I know have the most money that I know. We need to start changing the conversation to happiness, not money. You can make $47,000 a year and have much more stuff than somebody makes $280. It depends on how much you spend. You might not be in a position to buy every new Off-White on a teacher's salary, but the question is, do you need that? The reality is most people need it just to flex in front of somebody because they're insecure. Once you don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion, you ain't gonna buy anything. You need nothing. That's straight up, man. Young guys buy because they're insecure. They want to look cool in front of their friends. They want to get a girl. It's not super complicated. It's the least complicated shit of all time.
Rule number 4, just do you.
The other thing is, I try to convince nobody of anything. I have zero interest in convincing anybody that anything I say is right. Like, zero. Like, people are always like, Gary, how do you convince the clients to do social media? I'm like, I don't. I tell them what I believe, and hopefully they'll do something about it. And if not, then I can't wait to see them in 7 years when I can tell them, I told you so. I really feel like I win either way every time. I really feel like that's what happens. I'll either be historically correct and I'll razz you. All these kids that are not signing with Vayner Sports right now, right? Because me and my brother have this sports agency and we're coming in second a lot because they're enamored, but we're still new. And this agency that's been doing it for 40 years and did it for my favorite player feels like a smarter bet. It's crazy. I love it. There's a thing that came out about Kobe and Dwayne Wade this weekend where Dwayne Wade was talking about how he broke Kobe's nose in an All-Star game, and he's like he like called him like a day later, and Kobe was like, no, I love it. I love that you broke my nose. And everyone was just talking about how crazy Kobe was, and I was like watching that video, I was like, I so understand that. The only thing I like better than winning a piece of business is losing it. I genuinely enjoy it more.
And rule number 5, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is love the process.
My great fear around the world is how many people here are not playing for themselves. They're playing for their parents. They're playing for their friends. The things they buy, the things they start, the way they live are predicated on other people's opinions, not themselves. And so I'm not coming here to start with a buzzkill, but I also do not want to be delusional to the reality of the situation. Everybody now is pandering to venture capital or to raising capital, not to actually building a business. Every day. Thank you. It's important. And thank you so much for jumping on that. It's important because let me tell you why in 2006, 7, 8, 9, I was taking all of my money and investing in Tumblr and Facebook and Twitter and Uber and all these things that I did very well with, and why over the last 4 years I've invested very little, very carefully, because there's a disconnect right now and there's illusions of the reality. If you stand here or sit here today and there is nothing that you could think about other than building a business, because the process of building a business is your happiness, not what a successful business allows you to buy, well then you're a purebred entrepreneur. Somebody asked me today in an interview, what do I do with my downtime? I told them that I start other businesses. It's all I know. It's who I am. It's the same way when I see a teacher or an artist or anybody, when I can see through their soul that they were meant to cook or paint or build or whatever it may be, I get such happiness. It's the same reason that people that I went to school with who make $53,000 a year, but I know they're so happy because it's what they want.
Now I have a special bonus clip from Gary on how to replace money with happiness that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Let's go from just watching a video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the process that you absolutely love doing? Number 2, what is the happiness that you're trying to chase down? And number 3, what does just do you mean to you? And if you like this video and will take action after watching it, give me a #believe down in the comments as well.
We need to change the conversation, period, about the aspiration's not to be a millionaire, it's to be happy.
Amen.
For real, like, you know how happy you are? You imagine 16-year-old you being like, I'm gonna go to Peru and I'm gonna get the
and I think the universe, because for at one point in my life too, like I had the money or everything was there that I always wanted, but then I took a step back and said I was not happy. I left the number 1 radio station
My
in the world
2019 agenda is to make happy, like for you to say, and you're doing it subconsciously, like you're not everyone's for you to say not everyone's happy at 27. If I can replace the word millionaire with happy, and I'm crazy, I think I can pull it off.
What do you do, Gary, when let's say you're at a location or you're at a point in your life that you're obviously you need to pay bills, but you're no longer happy? What do you?
You need to change your bills.
Okay.
You need to not buy a fresh hoodie. You may need to move into a apartment. Okay. I'm being dead serious. One of the other conversations I'm having is change your bills.
Okay.
You know, if you're not happy but you got bills, why don't you look at your bills? Happiness.
Happiness is key.
No, dude, it's everything. Evan, thank you so much for having a couple seconds and being able to tell the Believe Nation a little bit about Empathy Wines. It means a lot to me that you would take this valuable real estate and time on your channel to give me some love. It means a lot. It's just good karma points, and so you're awesome. Thank you. Believe Nation, if you're into wine at all, go to empathywines.com. My whole career's work was poured into producing a wine that rivaled $40 to $60 wine for 20 bucks a bottle. I'm just super excited about this subscription-based wine business. You can order 3, 6, or 12 bottles in subscription form, rosé, white, red. If you search on Instagram or Twitter, you will be blown away. People are literally like, I don't even like Gary Vee, but the wine's good. Super proud of the effort. Thanks, Evan, for the time. Wishing you guys all happy and healthy.
If you want to learn how to find true happiness like Gary Vee, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.